through shadowing on different jobs. I've had the extraordinary experience of laying brick at the new state farmers market, and my brick is still in place. I went by and checked. And also at Wendy's, I have not become necessarily a regular in Irmo serving, but I have been at the Wendy's in Irmo serving burgers, which is really a pretty good job. And then I also have served at a convenience store in Hampton, and so and to me these are good jobs, but also good. Obviously, it's the hospitality industry. Actually, it's our medical community, the hospitals that produce possibly the largest number of jobs in the congressional district I represent. But right next to that is the hospitality industry, and so I'm very, very supportive, and that's why I'm glad to be here today. And Cindy and Crystal are going to assist me as I will be shadowing a bit here at the motel. Now, I'm working on specifics in regard to job creation, and I have spent all my life really as a former member of the State Development Board, as a member of the State Senate, working to create jobs and promote jobs. In my home county of Lexington, I helped work to recruit Michelin to locate there with Governor Jim Edwards, and I worked in the State Senate with the late Governor Carroll Campbell to help recruit BMW. Most recently, I've been supportive of the Secretary of Commerce to recruit Boeing to come to South Carolina, and in the leadership there, I give credit to State Senator Hugh Levin for what he did to help recruit Boeing. And but I see a bright future for aerospace throughout where we are right now, from Savannah to Charleston, back up, in fact, to Lexington. That's a triangle, and half of that triangle is in the congressional district I represent. And I was at General Dynamics Gulfstream 2 weeks ago, where they had 5,600 people in this community, and I'm very grateful that a number of people who work at Gulfstream, of course, live in South Carolina. So this is all beneficial. Now, locally, I'm very grateful that Care4 National has done so well here in the Bluffton community, and former Mayor Hank Johnston had a vision, which Mayor Lisa Selka is continuing to bring high-tech industry to this community, in addition to all of our other industries. And the way to do that is really not spend more money. The current administration, I think, is through the spending, the stimulus bill, they call it $1 trillion. We still don't know where that money is or has been. And the government website, recovery.gov, has been so inaccurate that it said that the money being spent, $3.1 million, Andy, was spent in the 43rd Congressional District of South Carolina. And since we only have 6 of them, that's hard to believe. But no jobs were created with $3.1 million. And I know Glenn Trader could create a whole bunch of jobs with $3.1 million. But sadly, that's where the private sector, and the way to do it, and it shouldn't be partisan. John F. Kennedy, when he came to office in 1961, cut taxes, and that grew the economy. When Ronald Reagan came to power in 1981, cut taxes, grow the private sector, create jobs. That's what we should be doing, and that's what I have proposed and will be working on. I want to increase the child tax credit to $5,000 and provide for a 5% across the board tax cut. I want to work with, as I have, with county leaders here in Beaufort, Jasper, to work to create jobs. I've been very supportive, supporting State Senator Clementa Pinckney, State Representative Bill Congressman on the Jasper Port. I think we should, and I'm very grateful for the leadership of Bill Buffett to help promote that port. So however I can be supportive, I am. I also am very concerned about job-killing situations. The government takeover of healthcare. The National Federation of Independent Business has indicated it will kill 1.6 million jobs. The new taxes, and every day, front page of USA Today, yesterday, every day, Ms. Pelosi was right. You passed the bill to find out what's in it. Well, we're finding out what's in it. It's new taxes. It's killing jobs. That's wrong. And so what we need is health insurance reform, and I've introduced the alternative, the swap bill, to repeal the healthcare takeover and provide the health insurance reform. Another danger coming this way is cap and trade. The president promised in his campaign to skyrocket electricity rates. By doing that, small businesses will be crippled. Homes, people will not be able to, in the extraordinary winter that we had this year, the cost of doing that would just skyrocket. We know something for certain it's going to be a hot summer. It is every year. So the thought of skyrocketing electricity rates is not the way to go. We need to have the capability of all the above for energy. And so I'm hopeful that we can avoid the cap and trade. Actually, Congresswoman Cynthia Loomis of Wyoming correctly identified cap and trade is really a national energy tax. We don't need a national energy tax. And so what we need is an all of the above, environmentally sound energy policy. In fact, I worked with a bipartisan group led by Neil Abercrombie, a Democrat from Hawaii, Jim Costa, a Democrat from California. We came up with an all of the above energy plan. And so, again, I'm just grateful to be serving in Congress, and we do have positive alternatives, and I'm happy. The reason I ran for state senate was to be part of providing conservative, positive alternatives. And I want to thank Barbara Nielsen for her service. I can well remember when she first was running for superintendent of education. I always like to point this out. She came by our law office there in West Columbia, and somebody said, "You need to meet this really nice lady." Sarah Sharp actually introduced us, who was formerly on Congressman Spencer's staff from here in Beaufort. And so she came by, and I was so impressed, I immediately got involved in the campaign. And people said, "Joe, she didn't have a chance. She's a Republican." And we've never had a Republican elected. I said, "Well, you try." And they said, "Joe, we haven't had women in statewide office." I said, "Well, I think it's important to have women in statewide office." And they said, "Well, you really need to understand. She's from Bluffton." I said, "Well, hey, that's good. When did that become negative?" And so, and I appreciate her persistence to be elected and re-elected.